Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be a video about a new game, Eternal Evolution, which I'm getting involved with. There's been a few games over the years that I've been doing content creation where I've kind of done introductions to the game and then I've kind of left them. A couple of other games I've actually played more extensively because I've really enjoyed the initial playtime. I feel like this is one of those games. I'm going to be playing it. The HH Gaming team are going to be playing it, and I've seen that other content creators are getting involved as well. You can actually pre-download using my link, which is going to be down below. You will get yourself a whole bunch of free stuff. If you pre-download before Wednesday, you actually get like champions, shards, and all sorts, diamonds. After that, you can just pre-download using my link. You will get a bunch of Brucey bonus stuff as well. And I do benefit if you do that, and I'd appreciate it if you did. But either way, you should come and try this game out. I mean, it's probably the first game in the kind of hero collector genre where I've been genuinely like excited by the visuals of, you know, some of the different heroes, some of the different kind of collectible champions. And yeah, this one's going to be available on iOS or Android. I'm playing it though through LD Player on my PC, and it looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can see some of the different heroes here coming in. I'll show you a few of them actually, because it almost feels to me like a cross between Avatar with some of the heroes and, I don't know, like StarCraft. Yeah, you've got some which are almost kind of like magical creatures, and then you've got others which are like almost like commanders from like a StarCraft style game. You know, like a mystical dragon here, Soretta. And then you get Omar, who's like this bug mechanical beast with a load of like AoE damage and stuff. You get like heal bots coming in. Honestly, the kind of quality of heroes is as good as I've seen. Yeah, considering this is a relatively low budget team, they've actually put together a really good base of, you know, heroes that you can collect up. So I've been playing for a few days. You actually get quite a lot of different limited time summoning events. And you also get like a guaranteed SSS tier champion after you summon so many times. So far, I've not spent any cash, and I'm getting plenty of summon tokens, like recruitment tokens coming through. Kind of do yourself a cheeky 10 pull. And obviously, like any of these games, you're hoping for the SSS tier type of champions. But honestly, so far, I've been running through the content I've done using epics. I'll show you the kind of little graphic here. I like the way with any of these common ones, you can just turn it into instant food. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Looking pretty sweet. Hercules, new for me. Weird looking bug dude. But yeah, the summoning stuff, all very, very cool. And of course, like you want to get yourself higher tier recruits. But you see what it's done here. So automatically dismisses commons and then gives me some resources back. Yeah, so it's basically giving me tokens towards extra summons along the way. So you see this little exchange. It's down behind me actually. This little exchange port here. I just collected up 20 tokens. If I get to 120, I can instantly just summon through this limited time event a SSS tier, or actually just like I'm going to duplicate a champion I already own if you're a bit further on. I really like this system. It just makes it so easy to start picking up some of the heroes that you actually want. And these just kind of rotate over every few days. So basically it flips to different factions. I really would have loved this dude. AoE damage with a drop defense ability. But I'm not far into the game enough yet to be able to do that and get him. But yeah, it's actually a really cool summoning system. You get like a basic summons here, which is kind of like going to get you your rares, maybe some epics, or they call it elites here. You then get the next tier up where you're guaranteed an elite every 30 recruits. I mean, I get a lot of these. Yeah, just through playing the game, I'm getting a lot of these. You can see how many I've got just kind of sitting, waiting to go. As I say, I've had no extra stuff given to me from like the developers here. This is just me playing the game. So the summoning side of it, I think, really works. And you get this kind of like base setup. We've got a guild. We're going to be setting up HH Gaming. You're going to be able to come and join us at HH Gaming. Me, Fiction, Saf, the normal crew are going to be playing. If we need to create more guilds, we will create more guilds. They do this cool thing as well. Inherit So if you just picked up somebody that you really want to level straight away, you can throw them in to this inherit program. And actually what they do is, this dude's actually level 1, but he's playing as if he's level 69 because he goes by my lowest ranked hero in my main team. So it's pretty cool because it means that you can just have more and more heroes in the mix, and you do need them as you get a bit further on. So you see here, I can unlock with some diamonds here a 4th slot, and I could be like, right, who was that new dude that I just picked up? It's this one here. Throw him in, and then all of a sudden, bam, I've got myself the same level as my mentor, which is the lowest level dude in my group. And I actually want to do the same to Omar here, who I know is an absolute beast. So yeah, so it's a really nice system. You can just get yourself, in effect, a lot more higher ranked heroes just by using this system. And the diamonds, you know, you're probably thinking, oh, you got to get those diamonds. Honestly, the diamonds are pouring in. I'll show you a couple of other bits in here quickly before we get into some gameplay then. So command post, you actually get and develop commanders. They've all got their own special abilities as well, and they kind of pair up with specific heroes really well. I don't know how many there are. I've literally picked up, 4 different types right now, but you level them up, you improve them, and then they enhance champions' ultimate abilities and that type of stuff. Quite cool. There's a shop function here for different areas of the game where you can kind of go in, you get these currencies as you're working your way through. Guild shop giving you gear. There's lots of heroes you can pick up in the shops and other nice bits and bobs. Got the outpost here where you basically send off your heroes to, I don't know, it's like an idle sort of setup. So you send off your heroes, you dispatch them out. I've not played a game that does this actually, but you hit dispatch, you put out a couple of heroes, get better rewards if you put out higher quality heroes generally. Yeah, you get like a bonus. And then when they come back in, you get the, whatever it is that you're trying to get, a little bit of extra stuff. And it also levels you up. So the higher level you are, the better this is going to become. So one of the things I've been really enjoying, going to my evolve. If I want to evolve someone up as food, I can literally click it. And then it's like, right, grab me 2 more, double click, evolve. And all of a sudden you're kind of leveling someone up to the next stage. If you wanted to evolve one of your like big boys, generally the evolution system, I don't know if it's got me a breakdown here. Yeah, generally you need either one of the same faction initially, and then you need for the next level a copy of the same actual hero. And over time you can kind of level them up to this immortal state where you're going to need quite a lot of copies. It will take a bit of time to do that, but then, you know, most of these games are a bit grindy to get to max level. I've not experienced anything that I can't kind of progress with on a daily basis yet. A whole bunch of stuff in the perimeter then. You've got pretty much, this is like your dungeons, I guess, or different game modes that you can play. So you've got things like Lisa Caves where you've got this boss fight. You basically can do your run, yes, and once you've done a level, you can just kind of do like almost like an auto play 3 times through it. So it kind of just gets you through and gets your set of rewards 3 times. You can also, though, which is really cool, see the way other people have kind of beaten this up. It tells you heroes that would be good for this fight. Yeah, based on what you need to be able to do. So this is like a break a shield before you do damage. A bit like Finite, if you played Raid. But it also shows you other people that have beaten it and the teams they're using. So it's quite interesting. If you're struggling with something, it's just like, oh, okay. Trying to understand what they're doing and how they're doing it. This is one of the dungeons. I guess I'll show you this one here. My squad. Actually, let me just throw in better commander now. I've got one. It's going to benefit my front line. See that? So you see the way he there has got both of my kind of 2 frontline champions in. It's going to help those. Going to challenge mode. And then the actual gameplay is relatively idle. Yeah, so more idle than I'm used to. So basically, your main thing you're doing here is setting your team up to be able to beat the content or not, depending on how we're getting on here. I don't know if my team's going to be strong enough, actually, as it is. And you see, as they kind of fight their way through, they get their ultimates up. They will pop their ultimates when they're ready. You can switch them off of auto. You can kind of take over and control the ultimates yourself. But generally, the game is about setting your team up to be able to succeed against a certain bit of content. You know, using like a tank front line, generally DPS mid-tier, and then either healer or more DPS at the back. depending on who you've kind of leveled out and who you think will be good for the fights. You see every one of these lines, he basically gets a bit of a shield reset that we have to blast through it again. But I think we overpower it at this level to be able to get him down into the dirt. And there he goes. Obviously, you get your victory. You get your rewards, which are pretty generous, actually, across the board. And there's a whole bunch of different type of contests. You see, you've got 3 out of 3, so I can still auto this 3 times. You've got the marsh, which is a different type of fight again, different type of boss, and you need to think your way through that. But then you've got some different stuff. So you've got this kind of soul mine where it's almost like a tower, working your way down the mine, fighting the tower each day as you level up, kind of get extra bits of rewards, and then you fight mini bosses along the way. And you can see here it's a ranking of how far people have got. So this goes pretty damn far. You've got yourself arena. I'm not big on the arena at the moment, but then I've not played it a lot. It's a straight up, pick your squad. At the moment, I'm probably just going to be able to beat up anyone I choose. Maybe not this top guy whose power is insane. But yeah, a lot of these people I'm way stronger than. So you literally just pick your fight and you go in with your best team, as you would with most arena. This is where the kind of they feel like they're a lot more in the mix, like going in there and properly, smacking people around. But yeah, at the moment, I'm outpowering this dude pretty heavily. And if I lose, it's an embarrassment to myself. And I didn't lose, which is good. So we got our rewards and we come out of there. But again, you get so many arena fights per day. You get basically 5, and then they refill over the course of the day. What else have we got going on here? The Wasteland. Wasteland is actually quite cool. So Wasteland, again, is a different game mode to what I'm used to. You're basically working your way through these kind of 3 different areas. As you collect resources, you're picking up gear, you're picking up shop currency to be able to buy up some of these heroes, or this kind of nifty thing which I've already grabbed. It's actually very good. As you're working your way across, you're picking up potential new heroes that can help you in the fight. So we've got a triple S tier 1 here. Depends what you need, really. Grab the one you think is going to be best. You're either doing battles or you're going in to collect gear or items. So as you work your way through, you kind of build your way up higher. I can throw in this new, looks like it's a healer here. So perhaps we'll take him out, move her up, throw the healer in the back line. This commander, you see the way I did that there? This commander actually benefits this champion as well, this hero. What's she going to do? She's quite away from her ultimate yet, but we're just blowing this stuff up. It's too easy. Too easy. The early level stuff's easy. It gets harder as you get through this stuff. But yeah, the Wasteland's actually quite fun. You end up kind of working your way through, collecting resources until you get up to some of the kind of bigger bosses towards the end. But this is worth doing on a daily basis. There's actually really good rewards to be found here. And as with other idle games, so this is like my campaign that I'm working through here. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff that you can kind of get involved with. Fast patrolling, which you get free ones for. Worth doing this every day. Extra resources coming in. I actually think it's worth spending the 50 diamonds to go again to get your upgrades going. Even if you're not doing anything, if I'm just sitting here and I've not been on the game for a day, I can click in and I get a bunch of resources just for being idle based on how far you are through the game as well. So you always come back to a bit of a Brucey bonus of a load of stuff coming in. And there's a really kind of decent, easy to follow, both like daily missions plus the kind of achievement stuff as you're developing through the game. So at the moment, I'm only a few days in, but at the moment there's a hell of a lot of stuff to do. But it feels like it makes sense in a kind of pretty decent order coming to me. I would definitely suggest you give it a try. So look, come and get involved. If you download using my link down below as this pre-link, you will get yourself an Artas, the Blade of Vengeance, who's a really cool elite warrior, recruitment cards, a rare hero shard, elite equipment, and diamonds. So you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff just for using my link as a pre-download link, and it's going to be in the pinned comment down below. Come and watch me on stream tomorrow if you want to get a better feel for what the game's all about. I'm going to be streaming it at Hell Hades TV on Twitch from 9 PM UK time. That's going to be Wednesday the 9th. That's the go live day for when the game's actually released. I'm pretty excited about this one. I think you should come and get involved. Come and try it with me. And yeah, let's see where we go. I've been Hell Hades. This is Eternal Evolution.